Hey guys, yours truly, Kevin Grace. I'm here in Brooklyn, New York. I'm on the borders of Atlantic and Flatbush Avenues and Pacific Street. That leads right to this big arena called the Barclay Center. This is home of the Brooklyn Nets and also the New York Liberty. It's been a long project for this to get done. Now in 2004, Bruce Ratner purchased the then the New Jersey Nets, and since he could not get a newer updated arena in New Jersey, he had his sights set of coming here to Brooklyn area, and they wanted to do something for this whole area, that this was going to be a catalyst for a lot of stuff. And there was a huge backlash by the community. They were just saying, hey, our property taxes are going to go up and things are not going to be affordable, and it was a whole drawn out situation. But finally in 2010 is when they had the groundbreaking for this project to start happening. In September 2012 is when this officially opened. Now the naming rights for Barclay Center is for 20 years, and that was backlash for that because the bank, this is a British bank, had some connections to, of course, slavery, and it was a big, backlash on that. But they've got the funding for this. It costs $1 billion to make, and I haven't got a chance to go inside here, but I'll try to include any video of the making of this. And this is just very interesting how they made it. And I know they redid the roof a few years ago, and they've got plants on top of it. That's supposed to help some green space things, and just really, really interesting how this thing came about. But as you can see, and even the video screen that they have inside here, it's really interesting. So the Barclay Center had hosted some different teams as well, and I mentioned the Nets have been here since 2012, and the New York Liberty, which had been at Madison Square Garden, has been here since 2021. And the Islanders were here from 2015 to 2020, but of course the Islanders have their own little arena back in Elmont, New York now. But I'm going to walk around and see what I can see. And I'm also looking for the flagpole. They said that was at one time at Coney Island, so I don't know where that is, but I'll ask around to see if that is still around. So let's go and see what we can see. And I'll be remiss of not mentioning that Jay-Z, who was a part owner of the Nets, the first show that opened here was, of course, a Jay-Z concert. But anyway, let's check out and see what we can see here. Guys, I found the flagpole that was once at Ebbett Field, and it's right in front of the building. And the reason why I didn't see it when I took the train, the subway, when I came up, it's facing the building, but the flagpole's behind it. But this is it right here. Now I have no idea where this pole had been all of these years. Maybe they had it over at Citibank Field. I have no idea the whole time, but like I said, there's a plaque here. It says this flagpole stood in Ebbets Field until Brooklyn's famed baseball park was torn down in 1960. Bruce Ratner and the borough president Marty Markowitz are proud to permanently place this historic symbol of the Brooklyn Dodgers at the borough's new home for Major professional sports, dedicated 2012. So here it is. Of course, it's got some graffiti on it, stickers, but this is a flagpole that was out there, and of course the Brooklyn, the Barclay Center is right there. Now, I mentioned to you about they changed the roof up a couple years ago. They added some things to make it environmentally friendly. So they've got like some grass up there, and I think they also got some flowers and just different things like that that protect the roof of the building, and they're making it more of a green space, I guess you want to say. But it's interesting. I'll walk around the neighborhood. This is my first time here, believe it or not. Normally I'm always in Manhattan or I'm in Queens, never Brooklyn, but we're gonna walk around a little bit and see what's going on and what we can find. But stay tuned.
We're getting our first look inside new fan spaces at Barclay Center that will open just in time for tomorrow's home opener. The Gallagher Terrace and Modelo Bridge are part of the arena's $100 million renovation plan. The Terrace is a membership club within the arena's only in-seat dining and waiter service, inspired by Brooklyn's Gilded Age. The Modelo Bridge is a new bar open to all fans on the upper concourse with a raised platform shaped like a bridge and panoramic views of the borough and hopefully the games too.
Welcome to the Barclay Center. So you're standing at the main entrance of the arena, and if you look to my left, you'll see that it's located at the confluence of Flatbush and Atlantic Avenues. When you arrive at the arena, you can come out of a brand new subway entrance.
And 9 lines come together right here at the LARR.
Yes, and you'll pop up out of that entrance and you'll be looking straight into the arena.
Okay.
And in fact, it was designed with a high level of transparency so that you can actually see the scoreboard from the stream.
Okay, so I'm coming to a game, we come in here, where do I go next?
So you'll walk in, you'll see the bowl, which will really help you orient yourself into where you want to go. If you're interested in going down, I'd like to take you around so that we can go down to the event level and enter the arena on the main floor. And so this project has been in the planning since 1994. When we purchased the New Jersey Nets with the intention of bringing them to Brooklyn to build a new home for professional sports and also to build thousands of units of housing. There are over 35 lawsuits associated with the project, and that cost us time. And the process that we went through to resolve those lawsuits and to work through the public approvals, I think resulted in a better project.
And how many jobs have been created so far? New jobs, local jobs?
Right now there are 750 people a week working on the site, and a third of those people come from Brooklyn.
All right.
And so, again, the job creation is a function of the investment and what we're building. Before the recession, we intended to build a lot of the project much more quickly. Obviously, we're building the arena, and my focus is the first residential building that will be 50% market rate housing and 50% affordable. And we're aiming to start that project in early 2012, and that really is the rollout of a robust residential format where we'll have thousands of housing. So, like I said, the arena is the cornerstone of a much larger project. So the first major activity in the construction of the arena is the excavation, which is the digging of the large hole and the foundation work. And that process of just excavating alone is about 10 months.
10 months.
And at the time that we're doing that, we're already bringing in the concrete, pouring the concrete, and beginning the work of building the foundation. And because of the way in which we received possession of the properties, we had to work around the holdout that was located on the south side of the arena. And so when you look at construction and the progress of construction, you'll see that this part of the building is further along. Just by a function of the fact that we started here because we needed to, and we worked our way around the site.
And the holdout means what? A resident who
We had a resident who
Okay.
held out, and we literally were building the arena around that building until we got possession of that building.
But so then it sounds like once that tenant vacated, you were able to lay the foundation. What we're seeing now is the steel structure and the roof is starting to be built. Is that right?
Yes, you're seeing the steel structure and you're seeing the risers, and the risers are eventually going to be where the seats are placed. And if you think about the risers will bring you right down to the court, and that riser work is going on all the way around the arena. At the same time, we're erecting facade panels, the actual skin of the building.
Okay.
This is weathered steel, so the skin of the building is going up, the risers are going in, the roof is being constructed, and by the first quarter of 2012, the building will have its roof and its enclosures, and much of the work that goes on in the building will be interior finishes and mechanical connections.
Once it's enclosed?
Yes.
And it's a $4.9 billion project in total, is that right?
That's correct.
Wow.
That's correct. And the
Okay.
arena itself approaches $1 billion.
What does this do for Brooklyn? I mean, are people getting excited?
I think that this is transformative for the neighborhood, for the borough, and for the city. It's going to have a dramatic impact, and I think it'll be positive. I think that it's a modern icon for the borough. It's a place for world-class entertainment, and it's the beginning of a lot more to come.
I'm Dan Costa, editor-in-chief of PCMag.com, and I am sitting inside the Barclay Center control room here with Logan Meyer. We're going to talk about the tech behind some of the biggest sporting events out there. Let's say during a sport event, you've got the big board in the center of the arena. What are you trying to accomplish when you're entertaining people on that board?
It's much, much more than just like, oh, let's get some replays out. We exist to do three primary things, and that's entertain fans, obviously. We want people who come into the arena to be entertained by the event. So when the product that's on the ice or on the court, that should be entertaining, but during those timeouts, during those breaks, we want to provide an entertaining environment for the right demographic that's coming in for each of those events.
We know our target audience. We're in Brooklyn. It's a very mixed community. We have hipsters, we have an African American community, we have an Hispanic community, we have a Jewish community. So creating a platform where those guests come collectively or singularly to the building, they can still have a tech experience that's relevant to them.
The other two things really are impacting the game. Replays is an easy one. The sound meter, a prompt that says get loud or make noise. We have the ability, I don't want to say to control fans, but to really influence and prompt fans to get loud, to be that sixth man on the court and actually create an environment inside the arena that is difficult for an opposing team to play in. And then the third thing as well is paying the bills. We've got to meet partnership, some sponsorship commitments, but we also want to take and kind of combine that with entertainment. How do we create something that's fun and entertaining for fans to watch during a timeout or a quarter break? We had a 90s night for the Nets, and there was a Nickelodeon activation. And so if you're a child of the 90s, then you would know all of these sorts of things. People got slimed, yeah, Legends of the Hidden Temple. There were all sorts of things that were a part of the game entertainment that our partner loved.
You're a media company, you're a media production company, but it's one that's working in real time.
The amount of hours that we spend creating content is almost greater than it is just operating and creating a show. A full graphics package for our Chiron. We've created an entire LED package for the in-arena. So all the scoring and timing graphics, all of the matchup graphics, everything that's LED specific. We've created an entire 3D graphics package for that. And then there's the open and intro videos that got months of work done on that. And then there's a lot of marketing material. So when you come into the arena, we want there to be some consistency and some brand identity that's established with an upcoming game or an upcoming Madonna concert. We want it to all follow a look and feel, and we oversee, my team oversees all of the creation of that as well.